What's up, guys? It's your boy Cameron from CKEV. All right, back into business, guys. Today is March 10th, Tuesday. Today, we saw a Cybercab. So if you haven't noticed by now, the US DOT, which is US Department of Transportation, was having an autonomous vehicle event today in DC until 4. The reason that we found out was luckily a friend of ours, shout out to Scrat, works across the street at the DC DOT Department of Transportation. So on his lunch break, he's like, hey, the Cybercab's here. I'll take some footage for y'all, this and that. So we had firsthand footage, ground zero of the Cybercab, guys. I was about an hour out from DC when the news dropped, where I at least saw the news. I was able to make it out there, which kind of sucks. But as you see in the pictures, we'll go through each pictures that we have from firsthand, and then we'll go through what we see on Twitter and compare. So pretty much, we opened up with the Cybercab. It was standing still. You couldn't move it. There's no steering wheels, no pedals. This will be the Tesla's next level car. It's supposed to be ran on a robotaxi network, and eventually our Model Ys and the ones that we buy from them, consumer Cybercabs, should be running on that same network. So today we got a little sneak peek and taste of what we'll see pre-production. So not much has changed from the pictures that we saw. A little bit larger tire aero caps. The paint job was actually really nice. The one thing we saw was the back. So starting with the back hatchback, right? It was open, and this version doesn't have any carpet on the back. It's like a rubberized, kind of like, not like a CyberTruck bed, but like those all-weather mats that you get from Amazon, which is crazy. So it's like, I guess, more durable. I mean, the trunk space was pretty decent. Like, I think it's like, I would say it's about the same as the Model 3, just shaped different. So it isn't too bad. So like I said, as I was going back real quick, guys, my friend works at the DC DOT, right? This is the US DOT that hosted this show. So all his coworkers were talking about it. He didn't host the event, but he gave me his 2 cents. Like, he's big into maps, big into public transportation, so he's opposite of autonomous vehicles. But he was saying one thing that stood out to him when he was looking at the Waymos and all this other stuff is that when it comes to Tesla and the Cybercab network, why would you make a 2-seater and make it feasible? Like, in order to make it work, and the range is lower, like the range of Cybercab should be at least like around 250 EPA, and while it's charging. So it's like all these other ones that have little mini buses and stuff like that, or even the Model Y is a better choice. But Cybercabs is not that, even though the car is cheap, it's not that efficient to only be able to carry 2 people per trip. Think about it, friends, okay, I wanna ride it here and here, you know? Maybe it's cost cutting, who knows? But that's one point I think y'all wanna sit and think about. Is it really efficient to run Cybercabs through any district, any city with just 2 people max in it? Hey, I don't know. I'm asking the question, comment down below. But anyway, back to the trunk. Trunk was kind of cool. As we step in, you could see the visualization on the screen, but he said that we couldn't touch it. So it was like when you touch it, nothing, it really wasn't responsive. It was just like probably in demo mode or something like that. So it wasn't too bad. And then we have a video of him sitting in the Cybercab, hella leg room, cup holders to his right, armrest, and also the screen is about 21 inches. There's 2 USB-Cs, I think, near the cup holders, and also a couple more changes to the Cybercab, guys. 2 big ones. Well, the interior camera is a lot different than what we see on even the Juniper Model Y and even these other Teslas. So that begs me to think, will our Model Ys and Cybercabs be able to be used on the robotaxi network, the ones that we buy? You know, or does our Cybercab come with steering wheels and pedals, and does our Model Y not have all the side repeater camera, windshield wipers? Because we did see testing about that, windshield wipers on the side repeating cameras and on the back reverse camera, because you need that for autonomous driving. So it's crazy that we talked about Cybercabs in the first videos, and now we got to see one today. It's kind of crazy. Sound off what you think about it. I think it's coming pretty close. I say give it like diesel junkie. I say he's a small. I say give it 2 years till Tesla becomes fully autonomous. We're going to keep our Cybertruck annoying. So when we get our base Cybertruck in, we're going to keep it until unsupervised comes out. That's the goal. We're going to keep the Cybertruck, live with it until we get hardware 5, or I only need hardware 5. I need unsupervised. That's what we need. So, like I said, thank y'all for watching. Crazy Cybercab update. We'll keep you posted with more updates to come with it. It's crazy that it came to DC. We're about an hour from DC here in Hagerstown, so I was even closer being out there today. I just couldn't make it over, but thank you, Matt, for giving us the first hands-on pictures of the Cybercab in person. He saw it before me, and he hates Cybercabs, which is crazy. So hopefully next time we can catch one in person and make a video about it. But that's all the new news now. Let's see if our Cybercabs that we buy or Model Ys that we have will be put on the robotaxi network, and let's see the timeline for this to be all rolled out, at least in the DMV area. Baltimore is already starting with Waymos, so we're going to definitely ride in some Waymos this summer. Whenever it gets approved. Whenever it gets approved in DC, we're going to go there. We're going to do a lot of testing, all that stuff. So stay tuned. Thank you all again. As a quick check-in about the Cybercab. Keeping it G. CK EV's out.